and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Northwestern Wildcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. So Penn State's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. Big, talented, and dangerous, and Benjamin Bramer fits the bill. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
And guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found...
Oh, a lot of space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Wallace. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
They put the brakes on him.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. From deep, it's Grove. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wildcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And onto the field comes Aiden Childs, the Michigan State transfer. He's been able to put together a solid resume. We're anxious to see what he can do in this one.
Obviously a huge opportunity for this team. They're not ranked. They're playing one of the higher-ranked teams in the country early in the season. But you know with this quarterback, David, he's always going to give them a shot. They're explosive on offense. We've seen that. They can score in a hurry. But they haven't had a challenge like this in a long time.
No, and just think about what it could do for their team, for the confidence, for the rankings. Everything could go up after this matchup. So it's a tremendous challenge, but more importantly, a tremendous opportunity. And when I got this guy at the trigger, I feel like I can win any game, even though this team is ranked in a tremendous challenge.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They were all over it. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Back to throw, it's Childs. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
Number 92, on to punt it away.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Nowhere to go.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing. Up front, their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running inside, it's Wallace. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. How about that tackle? Short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to...
Oh, it's picked off. On the move, it's Wallace. Past the 6. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long right here. Sets his feet. It's Child. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Wagner. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Trying to establish the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, going to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got a man. It's Wagner. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions will get... as their offense heads out to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And a brand new era in Happy Valley. New head coach in Matt Campbell, Drew Allergon at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this Nittany Lion offense to the next level. And everyone that's watched this guy play knows he's got lots of ability, and he's going to get an opportunity to put that on display today.
Lots of ability, new environment, obviously familiarity with the coaching staff is good, but there's also something to all of those starts. You know, this guy has seen it all. He's been there. He's done that, right? Like, interested to see all the pieces that were brought with him, but you're right. New year, new system, new fans to get used to in a new place, but Rocco Beck's been a dude throughout his college career.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quick give. It's Wallace. Across the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Beck. Keeping his eyes downfield. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He's going to run it, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
There was no question on that 3rd down where the quarterback was going. It was going to be a big play. He had the matchup he wanted. Fantastic route. Great separation. Looks the football in. It's a big explosive.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Moves the pocket. It's Childs. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Left side, it's Alexander. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football. And now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wants to throw one first. Hauls it in. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Fires quickly. There he goes. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Drops back on first down. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Wildcats called their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Give to the back. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. He's past the sticks. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. They're going to ride this running back. Looking for room at the 40. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Hokies looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll need a bunch on second down. Gives it. Driven back.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Has to throw it away on third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, it's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using his legs, it's Wallace. Got the first down. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line.
It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Rushes on, and down he goes.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Out wide right, it's Peoples. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wagner. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him quickly. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. A little release to the back. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Wallace. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Beck. Right side, it's Peoples. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Hits the hole, it's Wallace. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Hansen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They'll give it to People. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Wallace. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Northwestern spends its final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Beck. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Peoples. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Wildcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Childs. The quick game. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Reels it in. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Rush right in his face. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night, taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too.
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game. Keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
In traffic, it's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Dropping back, it's Childs. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Offense facing 4th down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
This has been a